Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Last week we ended it off. This is turning into a two-parter by accident because me and Scotty have fun vibes going here. We're talking about all kinds of different things, from sports to his growing up to how he was actually in a Lachlan video. So this is going to take so long of a podcast. I had to break it up into two parts. I cannot do another 2.5 hour podcast like I used to do back in the day. That's not happening. So we're going to break it up into two parts here. And this is going to be part 2 with Scotty.
Okay. So I sent you the screenshot of my team in Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Okay. I'm going to pull it up on my phone because.
Okay, fair. That's fair. And then if anything, you could flash it up on screen if you want to edit it or something into it.
I'll still add it.
Or you could just show the camera.
Oh, there we go.
Take your phone, physically show the camera.
I'll tell you this, it's such bad quality. There it is. It's on the screen right now.
Yeah, but so I'm the one in the center. That's the sparkle specialist.
I absolutely love that.
So this was my team. We were in the 4th heat, if I'm not mistaken, the 4th set of people, and we squeaked out a win. And we had a whole bar scene set up. If you give me the emotes and stuff like that to tell me, hey, recreate this, I could probably still do it because we practiced it that much into our heads.
So in other words, if you guys want to go find the video, I hosted a $20,000 Fortnite fashion show.
And then I'm at 6 minutes in, legitimately dead even 6 minutes in. And I'm the one with the gray sparkle chest thing.
So that's probably why I missed it, because
it was such a small detail.
And like I said, I usually will watch YouTube when I'm watching baby bottles. And at the time, my kid was literally turning into, he's now about to be 3 years old now.
So yeah, you're probably going through a lot of bottles.
Yeah, and considering
a lot of bottles.
Yeah, considering this was in April, it was posted April 1st of 2020.
One hell of an April Fool's joke.
It really was. Really was. Let's be honest here. It was, yeah.
Hey,
COVID.
It was fun to
COVID.
Be a part of that. It was fun to even be part of that. That was right after COVID started? Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
That was after COVID started.
Did you guys record it before COVID started?
I want to say, do I still have the tweet bookmarked? I wouldn't be surprised if I do. I do. So when that happened, when I was the sparkle specialist and stuff like that, was March 25th of 2020.
So immediately right as COVID started here in the United States.
Yes, exactly. And then lo and behold, I'm sitting here making more money from a fashion show of putting together an outfit and emotes than some competitive players have made off of Winter Royale and just actually being good at the game. I'm just able to stand there and sync an emote in time. That's about it.
So how much money did you actually get off?
I got 200, which is most people are oh, that's not a lot. What the hell? But considering that's from just standing there putting together a story in Fortnite.
Exactly.
Rather than having to learn how to tunnel, play this, do this certain thing, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Well, it's
I was so thankful for it.
Well, it's like doing the standing challenge. Why, a lot of my community, that was my best stream I've ever had in 39-hour stream. I've never had as many subs gifted to me. I've never had so many bits given to me. I've never had the best average viewer count I've ever had.
Yeah.
But it's like you're standing there. Why are you just standing there? I had one.
It's something different. It's something that stands out. It's something unique.
And not only that, the connections that were made.
Yes, that is true as well.
Here's my funniest thing. What was the very first thing I ever DM'd you on Twitter? Without looking.
I was about to click your name too. I want to say it was because I think I was deafened at the time, and you were saying like undeafen, we're about to do something.
Yes, yes, but that's not what I DM'd you.
Oh, okay. No, I cheated. I scrolled. I looked. It was so, if I remember correctly, it was me counting out the. What was it? No, it wasn't the jumping jacks.
Yes, it was.
Was it jumping jacks? I thought it was the push-ups. I thought
nope, it was the
push-ups. No? Okay.
Nope. It was the jumping
jacks. And I was sitting there
calling it was the down ups. It was the down ups.
Was it?
Yeah, because I remember yes, I remember because we were going like this and standing here.
Oh no, squats. It was the squats. It was squats.
And you were like 1,
2. And it was
but it was a longer pause. It was a longer pause than that.
Yeah. Here, for dramatic effect, so everybody knows who's listening knows what they went through. 1, 2.
Yes. As soon as we finished it, I just went, go faster next time.
Well, I had to wait for everybody else. You also had to remember we had some other people that were sitting there. Like, if it was just you and me, I would have been able to go 1, 2, 3. But we had people that were slow.
They were actually, they slowed down because they saw how slow you were going. So they were doing them slower because it hurts more the longer you stand.
True. Okay,
it actually, so they slowed it down so that way they could not overexert.
Overdo themselves.
So it just made for the funniest moment.
Because
everybody.
So my family is very well knowing of what I'm doing and stuff like that, and I kind of talked to them about it too. I didn't plan what happened. As I'm sitting there counting out for us, my mother brings in my stepfather's military hat and puts it on me, and I'm just okay, I'll just roll with this.
We were laughing so hard, whether or not you noticed that or not, because
no, I didn't notice because I was just like in the zone. I had to do it.
I literally. So the next time we had to do them, I was like, "Fuck you! I'm taking the lead on this."
Yeah, right.
And we got
over in a group at the time, so if somebody else counted on mine, I was just like, "Okay, yeah, sure, fine." Because I think somebody left at the time. I think Amber left. Amber who had left at that point.
Yeah, she was already gone.
Was she gone when we did that?
Yeah, she was gone when we did the.
There was somebody who left before me. I remember that. I just don't remember who it was. Because I don't think it was.
I have to go way back to figure that one out, dude.
God,
I highlighted the whole stream too.
Oh no, I can't blame you. I would have done the same.
Because it's like that was my greatest thing ever. So what place did you come in? I can't remember.
I was out very early, if I remember. I think I made it to 12 and a half hours, and then my knees started to flare up from a previous injury, and I had to step out. Because I looked at it, it was just like, yeah, the $1,500 would be cool. But 1, I've made friendships here already. And 2, the $1,500 is probably going to go towards the medical bill that I'd have if I continued.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I dropped out as well. After 39 hours is because I do have knee problems from playing football and stuff like that. My left knee was shot and they wanted us to do 20 or 200 jumping jack.
Oh yeah, no, I would have been done.
Yeah, at 39 hours I said no, I can't do it. I will literally go to the ER.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
So, I mean, honestly, I was grateful for it, and I'm excited for the next one that they want to do.
God, yeah, I can't wait for that one. There's somebody who like followed up with it. And I was just like last to leave a Discord call. I was just like, I want to do it, but then I was just like, yeah, no, I'm probably not.
I would honestly just stay in the Discord call and go to bed.
Well, they'd probably, that probably what I would do too.
I'd put my phone right next. I put my phone right next to my mouth so that way they hear us more.
Yeah, but one thing I would have to do is because I go create videos not only for myself but other content creators as well. And so I would need to communicate to them, talk to them, and I would have to have left the Discord call anyway. So I was just like, appreciate the offer, but I can't kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Do what Tyler Morrow did and just set up a second account.
Yeah, right.
It's a way.
It is a way. You're correct. You're correct in that statement.
He out of all of it though, honestly, is there any simple regrets to competing in that challenge?
My knees the next day, but other than that, no, I don't think I regretted anything because one, I met new people, and some people I obviously already knew in there. Like I knew Logan or Lobie Ballin, I knew Burke because me and Burke were going at each other the entire time.
Yeah,
And,
he was a surprise dropout.
Oh yeah, no, both me and him were surprise dropouts. Because I remember Dino was just like, "Oh, Scotty, I thought you were gonna go for a while. I genuinely thought you were gonna go for a while." And I was just like, "Yeah, I can't. I genuinely fucking can't." And then Berg dropping too was like when I saw that he was gone, like because I woke up the next morning and I popped open the stream and I was just like, "Wait, Berg's gone? The hell happened?"
Yeah, his ankle and stuff like that.
Yeah,
from
his
the previous.
He gave me shit too. He sent another shot at me because I went back in the VOD and I looked at it. It was just like, what was it? Oh, my medical ankle. Because I said medical knees, and he went, "Oh, my medical ankle."
Yeah.
So I was just like, "Oh, fuck you."
See,
I went into his stream the next day. I was just like, "Fuck your medical ankle."
See, and yeah, all of you bastards were coming after me. Like, the minion's gonna be one of the first ones.
No, I did not. I did not.
Let's be honest. You all had me out for the count.
I went to Thief. I went at Thief. All right, I went at Thief.
Hey, but we love Thief.
Oh yeah, Thief. Isn't he a Respawn partner? He's a Respawn partner now.
He is now. Code Thief at respawnproducts.com until further notice.
THYF.
THYF until further notice.
Yep, exactly.
So, but no, honestly, you know, building the connections there, because there was people in there that were not part of NorCal or NorCal Rising that you did not know.
Yeah, there was only 3 people. Well, no, 2 people actually. You count me and Logan's were the only ones that were on the current team.
So was Burke.
No, Burke was not.
Oh, Burke wasn't.
Burke is a former member. He's former management.
Okay, but he's still living in the NorCal house.
Yes, he's still living in the NorCal house.
Okay.
I think if I remember last I heard, he has plans to move somewhere else.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't want to give away his details because that's his life, not mine.
Yep. So just getting to know, you know, all the different people that was within that whole group, honestly, it was nothing more than a blessing.
Oh yeah, 100%. I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
I mean, Tyler Morrow gave a bunch of shit.
No, yeah. But not only from the people that I talked to within that, but then like as I was like on like my final leg, quote unquote, so I think I was like talking about it for like 20 minutes or so before I did end up leaving, because I was just like, I'm just gonna tough it out. And my chat, like I could tell like who is there and actually cared about me, because there were some people like saying, yeah, go for it. But then the people who were other people that were there, the majority of them were just like, Scotty, it's not going to be worth it at the end of the day. Stop. We want to see what's better for you. And it just proved to me like who is actually there and who cares for me, rather than just the content or the game that I play, stuff like that, etc.
Exactly. And that's what, you know, made me happy, because it showed me a lot. You know, when it came to my community, I didn't realize just how much of a support system I had until we did that.
And some of my support system was there, but there was new people that were added to it that I was just like, holy shit, I did not expect these people to be that kind of person. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way before anybody takes it that way.
No, like, I mean, I had people that were following me, people that were tweeting me and stuff, DMing me, just because I wore a fucking minion out.
Oh yeah, like that. Nobody expected that. Let's be real here. Nobody expected a minion outfit.
And the fact that I lasted in 39 hours in that one outfit, I mean, it was kind of a baller move.
The other thing that you did to last that long.
Oh, I totally put a fucking diaper on because I used up all 3.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
don't worry. Me and Rash had that conversation too. So yeah, so I totally put a diaper on because, and I did not use it.
You did not. Wow.
I did not use.
You probably didn't eat much because that's what like kind of generates it as well.
I ate quite a few things actually. I'm surprised I didn't poop.
Yeah, that's what I'd be surprised by too.
I had pizza. I had McDonald's. I had barbecued food for the 4th of July.
This is me personally. Other people are going to be like, "What the hell?" I can't stand McDonald's food.
Honestly,
that's because I worked there for 3 years. I think that's why I really can't stand it.
Yep. And I would always go to McDonald's, just like what you did, to go watch videos. I would actually go up there with my buddies. Like, how much money we got? We got $5.68. All right, let's go get McDonald's.
That sounds about right. But then when I moved to Arizona, I picked up a job at McDonald's thanks to my mother, who was a manager there. And I'm not saying like, oh, it's just easy breezy time. Hell, it was harder for me because mom knows that I'm a good worker, knows that I will fucking put in the work, put in the hours, not take what's theirs, but
right.
I saw the reference there to the Rock video.
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't much about drive, but
it was all about the power that your mother had over you as your boss.
Yes, and she knew I was a good worker and knew that I was good, so she kind of put me at a higher standard compared to other people. So I was just like, I had to work, and I had to do it, and she knew it, and I far exceeded the expectations. Hell, when the military called for us to move to Pennsylvania from Arizona to Pennsylvania, the McDonald's I was working out of, the branch, the company or whatever that I was part of for it, was moving people up to hospitality managers and like doing like other things. I was going to be the only male hospitality manager.
Hey,
that says how much that shows how much that I was customer service oriented.
You know, and that shows your hard work, your dedication, your drive that you actually have. I mean, looking at it, you as a content creator, I mean, you started posting videos 3 years ago.
Almost 4. Oh God.
Almost 4 years.
3. Almost 3. Wait, no.
No, you're past 3. February 5th. February 5th of 2019. So
almost 4 years.
I mean, and you've generated 4.95K on YouTube. You've generated over 12K on Twitch. I mean, that just shows dedication and hard work.
The main majority of all of that, not the Twitch. I will say the Twitch was me. It wasn't like, oh, I got rated by like Hamlin's or some shit, and everybody just followed because why the hell not? Because Hamlin's rated. But my buddy Mert, who I work pretty extensively with, I've known him since around that time of my first video. It was like around the time where I met him, and we had a little bit of a part to where we were distant. And then fashion shows in Fortnite became a really big thing because the content was so dry. Like there was nothing. It was during the first season of the new chapter or whatever, and there was just no updates.
Everything had been done at that point.
Right, and there was nothing new content-wise. Like, yeah, there was boats. Like, boats were a big thing that were added, but that was it.
Yeah,
there was no theme. There was nothing to base like a storyline off of, stuff like that, etc.
And that's why I think watching like Lachlan the fashion shows, watching Laserbeam trying to do the different memes, different styles of winning, doing only memes and stuff like that.
Exactly.
That's what made them as popular as what they really are.
Right. And my buddy Merck, he was like one of those big guys. Every single day, he'd record a fashion show, edit a fashion show, post it the next day, and just rinse, recycle, repeat kind of deal. Do the same thing, different themes, stuff like that, etc., etc. I ended up winning one of his fashion shows, and he took like an extra moment or two. Like normally it's just like, oh, the link is in the description. I gotta go, peace. And at the time, I was below 1,000 subscribers. And then my buddy Merck, I won one of his fashion shows, and he shouted me out. And he took like the extra moment to like sit there and like Scotty's one of my good friends, so if we could get him to 1K or whatever it may be, it would mean the absolute world to him, kind of thing. Obviously, those weren't his words, but same style of thing.
Same, yeah.
And lo and behold, I go from I think it was 300 subs at the time. There's a way I can check how much I was at the time. It was through one of the NorCal videos. They hosted like NorCal streamers setups or like NorCal setups and things like that. It was one of their older videos. If I can find it, I want to see how many I was at, because it was like a substantial difference, because it was like literally from nighttime to daytime. Like within like 12 hours of the video being up, I ended up getting to that 1K mark. I just don't remember how much it was from. Jesus, 1432.
Oh my Jesus.
No. So it was
not you.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, I decided to look at Twitter for a half a second, and I just saw what's trending.
Oh God, I don't even want to know at this point.
Hashtag eat ass.
Okay, nice. So at the time, I had 397 subscribers, and then I woke up the next morning and I was at 1K.
Hey,
I was like, holy shit, that shout out made a lot, and it did a lot. And I watched it and I was just like, that's because he took the extra second, the extra time to like go like, hey, this is Scotty. I've known him for a while, stuff like that, etc.
That little extra, shout out, love, like and everything like that.
Actual like love for it. And he's one of the guys I work with. Like you could see him in like my 2 most recent Valorant videos that I've done. He's been a part of them. I've been a part of his videos, and we've always been like a part of each other's videos, and we've always helped each other back and forth. Like if I was to say I have a duo in content creation, it would be him.
And honestly, it comes down to working with the other content creator as well. Mm-hmm. Most of the people that I play video games with, like my number one duo is Nighthawk. He does not make content. Every once in a while, he'll upload something to YouTube just to be a show off to me, because I can't win a Warzone solos, and he's won like 8 or 9 of them. Every great once in a while, he'll stream. Like once a year, he'll actually stream. Right. That's it. He doesn't take being a content creator seriously for himself.
Yeah.
He's 45 years old. So
that might be why. That might be why.
So I mean, the man honestly gets zero recognition for anything that he actually does when it comes to my content. And it sucks. Where I have Mr. Rad, who's on and off with content creating, and he should definitely keep going with it, honestly. So it's, for me, I have my buddies. I wish they would make content, but they don't. Where it could come down to, what actually does hurt me is that I don't work with enough content.
And that's also a comfortability of like getting to know people and things like that, etc., etc. That and Warzone, like that. No offense. I know it's your main game. I know that's what you play. Stuff.
It's like a dying game. It's a dying game.
Right now, it's not popping unless you're making like a class setup video, kind of thing. And 2, it's just most people look at it and go, "Oh, it's just another Call of Duty."
Yep, and that's why I'm taking a hard focus on the montages with copyrighted music behind it, honestly, because
it's a way to grow your channel, and then when you go into content, then you'll like already be monetized. You'll have like a good following for you more so rather than the game.
Yep, and I haven't posted a montage in 2 weeks, which is unusual for me to not post on the main channel. But I've been taking a hard focus on the TikToks and to YouTube Short.
Yeah, so, and that's the move right now, is
TikToks
and YouTube Shorts.
So much so that I've actually started a whole new YouTube channel just for my Shorts channel. So,
fair.
Do I wish that I worked with more content creators? Of course. But again, this is why I also have the podcast. so that way I
Right.
could spotlight other content creators. And it's a way to honestly get to know new people, because
Yeah.
let's face it, you and me didn't know each other from a hole in the wall.
I knew you as the minion dude, for
And
about a good solid half hour.
Yep, and I knew you as the person that literally slowed us down in squats.
Yep, exactly.
But when it came down to it, I mean, it's all about meeting new people all around.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but if I will say this, the one thing that I've learned this year alone, I've been doing this for 4 years. I started in February of 2018, very first stream on YouTube. And then I moved over to Twitch in April of
this year?
Of 2018 as well.
Okay.
Didn't take YouTube and everything like that super serious. The one thing that I've learned is just taking the chances.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's what you got to do.
The fact that I'm 28 years old and I finally realized to start taking chances.
Yeah.
I mean, the first chance I ever took was doing the standing challenge. And here I am.
Now.
Yeah, here I am. This is my possible 4th episode, definitely my 3rd episode of the podcast here, where we're at now, yeah. Considering we're in a 2-parter here. By the way, I just finished the drink, so that took all of a week to drink.
Fair.
But if I didn't take that chance, I would have never met you, Rash, and I got Tengu Matt as well lined up.
He's coming on.
He's coming on to the podcast as well. And I never announced that you were coming on. I was just going to post you, but Tango Matt is the only one so far that's actually been announced. So fuck me on that end, but that's okay. That's okay. So stay tuned for next week. But
right, exactly. Well, 2 weeks. Oh no! Next week. It would be the next week. Yeah. Okay. Brain.
Next week of when this one drops, at least.
Right. Exactly.
So I mean, it's a matter of
just taking the chances.
Taking the chance. And you know what? I've taken chances of reaching out to people that I never thought I would ever have on the podcast.
There you go. And that's the way you got to do it.
Like here I am.
Taking those chances. Right.
I never thought I'd have a NorCal member on the podcast.
I'll be the first of many.
You are the first. You've joined the ranks with UDG. First karnage clan, and so far the only one.
All right. So I'm the first NorCal and the only NorCal so far.
So far.
I'll take that title and hold it until it happens.
Until Tango Matt joins.
Or you. Who knows?
Well, at that point, then I'll have all you guys at one point.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll just send a DM to everybody. I do want to reach out to A-Rose and Dino for sure. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they'd be willing to do it.
Logan's already said he's down anytime I ever ask him. Just have it.
Oh, there you go. You got a Rising member on there too now. Hey.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, where did this even spawn from? Where did this question even start?
You know what, dude?
100 T. You asked
yes. Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. We went on. We started with that, and we just took the biggest turn into left field.
It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what? That's what makes these fun.
Yeah, it just can go anywhere. So the reason why 100T over like faze and things like that, etc., is because one, I mainly make Valorant content. I mainly do Valorant content. Now, if you would ask me like 2-3 months ago, I would have been like, oh yeah, I'm doing Fortnite content. But recently I've switched over to Valorant content. I see they have a priority on Valorant content creators. Like I think they recently just introduced Vinny Hacker, and they have won their competitive team that at the time of recording is running in last chance qualifiers for Valorant tournament to go to championships. And they just have content creation of Valorant as one of their main focuses. And two, I just see the content creators that are within content creators within the 100 Thieves team. They're all supportive of each other. One, not only because they're all friends already, but two, even if they're not part of like the main group, you still have that family connection into things. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I could just go walk up to Courage, like, hey, how the fuck are you doing? How you doing, man? How's the wife? How's the kids? Kind of thing. But I could still sit there and have a conversation with him, get a couple laughs with him, and then still be able to work with him, kind of thing.
And let's also not forget they're also now the reigning Call of Duty League champions.
The LA Thieves. The LA Thieves are the reigning Call of Duty champions after 5-0ing.
So fuck me on that because I was going for a hashtag green wall, but
yeah, get body yada yada yada, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
But no, proud for the Thieves, happy for the Thieves.
So yeah, I got my shit rocked.
Just a little bit. But just being able to just see that family orientation as the same way that NorCal is made me want to go for that. That, and like people are going to say like, oh, faze is hard to get into as well. Faze once every year, maybe every 2 years, has a recruitment challenge kind of thing that you can get a chance to join faze. 9 times out of 10, people say that it's rigged and it's just for popularity, keep their name in like the cycle of everything. 100 Thieves doesn't do that. I've never, as far as I know, I've not seen a recruitment challenge for 100 Thieves. The last recruitment thing was to be an intern because JHP moved up. Yep. That was the last thing I remember about like 100 Thieves people reaching out to the community. So it would actually be a grind and a work to get into 100 Thieves. And just like all the people in there, I genuinely love the content that they make. Nate Shot, love him. He started off, he has like that true rags to riches.
He really does.
Kind of story. Started off McDonald's as a cashier. Valkyrie is the same way. Started off as a GameStop cashier. As well. And now, and Jack, I don't remember if he had a fucking start, but he was on Optic at one point or another, and then got asked to join 100 Thieves. And
now he's part owner. Now he's part owner.
3-way ownership of Valkyrie, Jack, Courage, JD, and Nate Shot.
And honestly,
3-way ownership.
Yep, and honestly, I love Courage JD. Like he makes me laugh so much, and he is the reason why I've been playing a lot more Fall Guys.
Courage is one of the reasons why I even wanted to start streaming and just content creating in general. Him and Dr. Lupo were two of the main reasons why I wanted to start streaming.
I miss watching Dr. Lupo on Twitch with Ninja and Nick Merckx and JD and who else? The baseball player, Marcel. Marcel. What was the baseball? Name? What was the baseball player? Tanner.
No. I need to figure this out now. I need to figure this out. And the way I'm gonna do it is the roast of Tim the Tapman.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm YouTubing it right now. The official roast at TwitchCon 2019.
And that will never be redone. Redone, and I don't think it'll ever be out topped.
And how do I have an ad?
Trevor Mayfield.
That's it. Yes, Trevor. Damn it! I'm still stuck in ads. Okay.
And I'm figuring it out. Like boom.
Yes, like, Trevor Mayfield.
That group was elite, and
it really was.
Lupo and Courage were the two main reasons why I started content creating. One, because I saw how Lupo was a dad with Charlie, and was able to just balance it all, still have a good time, being able to do it. And then I loved Jack's energy. I loved the way that he handled himself.
He's a super hype person.
Yes, and the fact that he had all that energy to be able to do stuff like that. There was like I think one of the videos that I remember, not of his, but that was made of him, there was one Grumbe. Do you know who I mean by Grumbe?
No.
Okay, well, he's a meme content editor, and he would take other people's clips of like a channel. So this was when he was still on Twitch before he signed over to YouTube Gaming. By the way, Courage was, I think, the first to sign over to YouTube Gaming.
Yes, he was.
And he was the one who started everybody who's circulating over there right now. Jack is like one of the reasons why they have like gifted memberships and how their chats look and things like that, etc., etc.
He is the main reason. Him, Dr. Lupo, and then once they signed Tim the Tab Man, it was like, all right, time to get this shit together.
And everybody started moving over. I think Valkyrie was before Tim.
Yes, she was.
If I'm not mistaken.
She went about, I think it was 6 months after Courage did.
Yeah, I want to say so as well. Because I know Lupo pretty much like followed suit. I want to say like maybe within like 2-3 months of Jack.
No, it was longer because originally he re-signed with Twitch at the same time as Tim did, and then they both went to YouTube at the same time.
No, I want to say Tim. There was a gap between Tim and Lupo, if I'm not mistaken.
It was no more than like a month though, because they both re-signed at the same time. Because then Lupo Merckx was
Lupo was August 30th of 2011.
2011.
Yes, because I have a tweet bookmarked. There we go. Words finally.
2011.
2011 August 30th. And he said
2011's 11. That's 11 years ago.
Exclusively on YouTube gaming.
That's
2021. Sorry.
There we go.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize what I was saying. Shit.
Yep.
2021.
And Courage,
August
I believe.
30th of 2021.
And I believe Courage left in 2020.
Okay, you might be right on that, but then I think the Tim.
He was in like November or December of 2021.
He doesn't have it pinned. Fuck.
I know how to find it.
I was gonna look up just Tim YouTube sign. Oh, it's through his YouTube. That's the way to find it too, because he made the video on it.
He did. I know it's been. I remember because I was actually sleeping in this basement where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can specifically remember I was setting things back up after redoing it. I redid this basement.
My goodness. Oh, he's been there for a while. What the hell?
I swear it was like November or December.
I'm seeing like it was 11 months ago. It was September 1st. Oh, holy shit. They were within a day of each other.
So there we go. Okay. Yeah, I had it.
Right.
I had it.
You were right. Yeah. My fault.
See, I pay attention. Sometimes.
Right. Sometimes, yeah.
I loved watching Tim's YouTube videos, and then when he switched over, it's like, well, it looks like I'll never catch another stream again because when I come home, I would just watch Twitch because at the time my phone would actually be able to, I would scroll and the video would still be there and I could still search, but on YouTube I couldn't until last week.
Right.
So now I can start watching his streams.
But just all the moves to YouTube, like all the creators that have moved over, like I can just think of like the 3 most recent, if I'm not mistaken. Myth. Oh no, there's 4 most recent. Myth, Lily Pichu, Saikuno, and Ludwig.
Yep. It's amazing.
Even just those 4 alone, you'd be like, that's one hell of a cast if you know the gaming industry.
Yep.
But then you throw Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, Courage JD, Valkyrie. You toss all of those names on there, and you're just like, oh my god.
The fact that YouTube versus Twitch is still happening is quite amazing.
I think the two hold me against this, but I think the main reason why there's still the whole YouTube versus Twitch thing, there's like 3 main creators that I can think that if they switch to YouTube, Twitch would be done.
Yeah, and Nick Merckx is one of them.
Nick Merckx is one as well, and then make it 4 on my end. Tens.
Yep.
Sentence.
Yep.
Shroud.
Oh, definitely.
Ninja and Nick Merckx.
Ninja, has he exclusively signed back to Twitch?
Yes, he's exclusively signed at the moment.
Okay, so I would say if Shroud leaves and definitely if Shroud leaves, then all you need is one more person out of the 3, and Twitch is done.
Like,
Twitch is dead.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wouldn't necessarily say dead, but YouTube will have more traction, and there won't be that YouTube versus Twitch debate. It'll just be YouTube's winning that conversation 100% of the time.
See, I don't think Ninja would peak again like he used to.
No, I don't think he will. But if you throw him on to the YouTube group, he would still mix in, but
he's only averaging.
He's probably still part of the reason why it's still in the conversation. Or no, PK as well.
PK, yes, that's it.
I know he's only at like he averages like maybe 4K, 5K, but he's still got the name behind him.
Yeah, and let's just Ninja being what he was, if he never left Twitch to go to Mixer, I don't think we would have saw that downfall that he had a little bit. Yeah. I feel like because of him signing with Mixer is what killed him.
Well, not only you could say the same thing about Shroud. Shroud signed with Mixer as well.
Yeah,
both him and Ninja were signed over.
Ninja's amount of money that he had, that he was getting, was.
Oh yeah, no, probably the time it was miles above what.
It was $53 million.
I want to say Mike's was at 35 mil.
Yeah,
it was around there.
It was still significantly less, and they both got that money in full once they shut Mixer.
Yeah, no. Once Mixer shut down, they got paid, and I was just like, "Yep, nope, they're good for
life,
ages." Yeah, they're pretty much set for life. Like, there's no way that you throw it unless you're going out gambling the entire time.
Exactly, and you know what else they're doing is just living their best lives now. So
yeah,
but let's say I'm out of water too, but I'm about to be.
Yeah, but Mike is 100% living his best life right now.
Oh yeah, I mean
right now he's at the time of recording, he's doing a lower bracket run in LCQ with a professional Valorant team, the Sentinels. So,
and that's what makes it, that's just the dream of where we want to be at. But at the same time,
play video games for a living.
Yeah, I feel like if I was to ever get to that level, I honestly would just not know what to do with it.
I think for me, and this is me personally, because I have like a workaholic kind of thing. Like after we finish with this, I'm gonna go edit to get a YouTube video out.
Yep, I'm going straight to editing as well. I'm gonna make some TikToks and shorts.
Yep. But I'm always constantly working, whether it be with content creators or streaming myself or just anything in general. Just because like my schedule for the rest of the day today and tomorrow, and they're all different games, is what makes it even better. So I hop to Premiere Pro, which I'm still learning, by the way. I recently just switched editing software, so it makes it even more interesting. I'm editing a Valorant video. I'm working tomorrow with Soar Milo, if that name rings a bell to you.
Yep.
I'm sure Soar rings a bell to you. Maybe not the Milo.
Milo does too. Milo does too.
I'm working with Milo tomorrow for a video, and then after I finish with Milo for the video, I work with a smaller content creator by the name of D-Man Rocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's grinding NorCal.
Yes, he's grinding for NorCal as well. He's been one of the big time grinders, and he's doing like a coaching video of taking a Fall Guys noob, giving them tips and ideas and stuff that they can do to win a solo show in Fall Guys. And then I probably go straight to editing after that on the Valorant video again. So I'm always working with people, whether it be my own content or other people's content, and then rinse and repeat the whole cycle of everything.
So I mean,
I feel like if I was to make video games a living, I'd constantly be busy.
You would know what to do. Honestly, you would know what to do.
Yes.
Where somebody like me, who's got a wife and 2 kids, it's like okay, what do I do? And the problem is I edit my own videos. The only thing that's ever done is I pay somebody to make thumbnail. Can't do
That's
it.
fair. That's fair. No, that's how I am too. I edit all of my own stuff. I'll occasionally make my own thumbnail if I need to, but 9 times out of 10, I have to have somebody make a thumbnail because I cannot do it to save my life.
Yep. And it's like, at that point if you were to get onto their level, no, you're hiring people to edit for you.
No, yes and no.
You're hiring people to. The only person that I see that's a full-time content creator that still does this and uploads every single day is Laserbeam. He's the only person that I see at that level that edits his own video. He still does to this day.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Nick A30 does as well, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say he edits his own YouTube videos. I could be wrong, but last I heard, he was still editing his own stuff. There's not a whole lot to it. I'm not saying like he's on the same level as Laserbeam, but I still think he edits his own videos. I don't think he has an editor.
Oh, nope, I got a tweet right here from 2020. Looking for talented video editor to join the team and edit Fortnite videos and has knowledge about it /YouTube. Can brainstorm video ideas, comfortable with editing.
I think there's one more recent than that I think he still has okay, maybe he doesn't edit it, but he still has a hand in his own videos.
Yeah. Well, every content creator would have their own hand in it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, Tim has even spoken out about how when it comes to, like, more the Tim the Tatman, Tim the Tatman 2, and this and that, he's more laid back on it for them to edit those videos. But when it comes to his main channel uploads, he's right there. He's right there over their shoulders, making sure, it's how he wants. Because that's his main channel. That's his bread and butter.
Exactly. That's what gets him his money.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I ever get to that point, which hopefully one day I will, then that's the goal. I would pay somebody to edit. But the way I look at it is if I don't know how to edit myself, say if the editor needs a vacation type shit, you know what I mean? I don't want to be just stuck there with nothing and have to hire a new guy and not have them know what the hell I want kind of thing.
That's why most of these guys, they got 3, 4, or 5 different editors lined up.
Yeah, but I'm not at that level.
Neither am I.
Nor do I think I ever will be. I don't think I'll be at that level of like a Lachlan, a Laserbeam, or we'll say a Nick A30, or not Nick A30, but like a Tim the Tatman, or like a Cypher PK kind of thing on YouTube. But I feel like I'd have one editor, and he would be somebody who knows my content and knows me, rather than just knows what's good with the game at the current moment, whatever it may be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking here at Razor Army here.
Razor Army? Yeah.
Like, the guy went from a couple weeks ago just over 1,000 subscribers. He's already at 28K.
It's because he's posting, I believe, don't quote me on this. Well, it's going to be put into a fucking podcast, so it's going to be quoted.
You can still say don't quote me. Yep.
He's posting shorts. He's streaming on YouTube as well.
Yep.
And he's mainly doing, I don't know what he's doing for the shorts wise, but I think on stream he's mainly doing customs, like Fall Guys customs, things like that, etc.
Seeing a lot of Minecraft videos. Yeah, it's a lot of
length videos.
Or
are we talking shorts wise?
Even the streams, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I know he does Fall Guys customs every once in a while. I believe so. Customs in Minecraft are always customs on any game, and Fall Guys and you could even put Fortnite into that, or even Warzone into that. Having a custom always grabs more people, especially the playing with viewers aspect of things. That'll always grab more people and want people to stay in.
Honestly, it really comes down to the type of game that you're playing and what you're actually doing. I used to do Call of Duty custom, like hide and seeks, Mafia, Sniper 1v1, Sniper Roulettes, all those different things, and I've come up with my own games as well, and they did well, but Is it something that's viable for me and my community? No.
No. And I used to be to where I would have to rely on customs. Like it I know I keep going back to it, but it's like a part of me, so I can't fucking like just erase it out of everybody's memory. I used to be really big on hosting the Fortnite fashion shows, like on Twitch, and I would be in all of these stream sniping fashion show videos and stuff like that. You could say, like there was always three or four big names in the on Twitch for fashion shows. It was Acting Like Tommy, who switched to GTA and now he's back on Fortnite, kind of thing. And it was top 22 for Phase 1 as well. There was somebody by the name of Illusion, somebody by the name of Blue, and then there was me. I was part of those guys that, like, if you went onto a fashion show, if you went to Twitch and looked for a fashion show, I was your guy. I was one of your guys.
You were up there.
I was up there. I was maybe, granted for me at the time, it was like still smaller than I was now. I would be getting like 80, 90 average viewership. I would host like customs as well, like scrims, things like that, etc. But then I looked at it and I was just like, this isn't good for not only me, but my overall just community in general. So I kind of stopped it and kind of fell off, quote unquote. But just in general, I've looked at it more so and it's like, I'm happy. My community is happy. Granted, in Valorant, I may just be like, kind of thing, like raging. But that's part of the game. That's part of any game. Like you have that little bit of toxicity, but at the end of the day, it's not like you're extremely pissed off at them, like it's going to stay there forever type shit. It's in the moment. It's in the moment heat kind of thing.
And that's why I stopped doing customs for the long haul. Granted, do I want to go back? Of course, because I get asked all the time to do it. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm just waiting for Modern Warfare 2. Okay, how are their customs going to be? Modern Warfare, the 2019 version was beautiful. Cold War sucked. Vanguard sucked. So
okay, I will say Cold War.
Okay,
Cold War is better than Vanguard. Cold War was better than Vanguard.
Yes, but I'm talking in custom terms though.
You're talking in custom terms. Okay, that's fair.
Let's just say I know a guy who broke Cold War to where instead of having 9 people in a customs, we can have 23 people.
Goodness great! Oh my goodness gracious, that would be.
That's a shout out to you. That's a shout out to you, Mr. Shadow Flame.
But Cold War was like one of the first COD that like really caught my attention as I came back, and I wasn't like a sniper, and I wasn't like a pub stomper either. So my thing with Cold War, and I think it was like I think it was my only Cold War video that I made, and it's like one of the few other game videos that I have on my channel other than Valorant and Fortnite, was a knifing montage. I think the videos, so the video's 6 minutes, and it was just me going around getting knife clips. It would be 4Ks, 5Ks. Granted, they weren't like all on screens and stuff like that, but it would just be knife clips. And the one reason why I made the video in general, the title of it is Knifing Big Streamers as the Best Cold War Knifer. And I was playing like early one morning, playing like extremely early, and I was playing with my friends who were at higher levels. So we got into a game with Symphony. And I'm just going around just being a fucking idiot, just running around full melee, just going through stabbing people. And I was just like, I've been dying from this position. I know where he's at. Let me do like a really long flank around. So Cold War, I don't remember the name of the map. It was like the boat map, and there would be like the two ladders in the middle. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, and any Call of Duty nerd will know exactly what I'm talking about. So he was on like one of the ramps to go from that lower area to the upper area, but you weren't like in the windows. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he was on like one of the red ramps. That's the way I put it. One of the red ramps. So I went up behind him and I got like the assassination thing.
The humiliation.
Yeah, humiliation, like the full like animation of just like everything done. And I think he said, what did he say? He said something around the lines of like, no, all right, fair play, because he's seen that he was killing me a lot. But that's because I'm running around like a fucking idiot with a melee. And he was like, all right, fair play. No, because he was leveling up like his scopes and everything at the time. This was like relatively when the game was fresh.
So it was young Cold War.
It was young Cold War, and people were running around like getting all their stuff leveled up and stuff like that. I think he was working on like a burst AR at the time, and he was just racking it up, trying to get it to dark matter, or just like get all of his ARs to dark matter. I think that's the right one, right? That's for Cold War, right? Was there dark matter?
Look, I don't grind for camos. I grind just to have fun.
Past the diamond, there was like another level.
Yeah, I think it's dark matter.
I want to say it's dark matter. And then he was.
I'm not a Call of Duty nerd.
Fair.
No.
He was like grinding those out, and he kept killing me. I was just like, I think he said at one point, I didn't get into the video. He's like, why is this dude running around with a melee the entire time? And then I got up behind him and did that, and he was like, all right, fair play. And then I just go on, like the rest of the video is just me getting like all these ridiculous like knife kills, whether it be like best plays of the game, and it was just like reactions with hot mics as well. And it was just I enjoyed it so much. Then the game started to die out, and I was just like, okay, I'll just go back to Fortnite at the time. But then I was just having fun with it, and that's how I've always enjoyed COD. I've never been that run and gun, that pub stomper, that sniper. Like I'm not getting a quad on screen kind of thing, or a quad kill, collat, stuff like that. I was always just running around like a fucking idiot with a knife, just going. Tss. And if you gave me a combat knife where you could like actually shoot the shit, I still counted that too as like melee stuff. So I was running around, just getting everybody, and people were pissed off at me at one point or another.
And you know what?
Like, it takes no skill to kill me like that. No. I'm just like, you allowed me to get that close to you to kill you when you have a gun and you are shooting at me.
Yeah, it takes a lot more skill than people actually realize. Like TKO is a perfect example of it.
Yes.
So
100%.
All right, we're gonna end it off here real soon. So one last question for you.
Gotcha.
If you could give advice to anybody that's starting out new, or those that are hitting a roadblock and stuff like that in content creating, what would your advice be?
My main advice, and this is like what I did recently as well, and that's the way I look at it, and that's why I recently switched to Valorant as well, was look at what you're doing and say, are you happy with the stuff that you're making? And is there anybody that you could reach out to? Because some people, including myself, there was times to where I would help people and they'd say like, hey, if you ever want help, I got you. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Good. Don't worry about it. Don't be afraid to reach out to those people and work with them, because the more you work with them, the more you work with other people. And any RC, even if you think that you have no chance in hell of making, go for it. You have nothing to lose. And you have nothing to lose but all to gain. And say you don't make it to the team, like phase, like say if you grind for go for phase 1 or phase 5 or phase 20, whatever their next recruitment challenge is, and you don't make it, you met people in the process. You made further connections within the process, collaborate with them, or even just take a break. Because there's times to where, like there was a point or another when I was making YouTube videos and streaming that I just felt burnt out. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to take a break and I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to have my own fun and do what I want to do. And I'm trying to find that gap because it was a massive gap. When was this? I think I took like a 4-month break from YouTube. And then I think I took like a month break from streaming to give myself that mental reset. Because if you're going constantly, just like keep pushing yourself, just like if you feel like that you have that point of where like you can't take a break or else you'll lose momentum, you're going to kill your not literally
You're gonna hit
yourself,
exhaust.
you're gonna kill your mentality. There we
Yep.
go. You're gonna hurt yourself mentally, and honestly, taking that break, even if it's like a week or a month, however long it may need for you to get back to that point, take it. Do not be afraid, because the real ones will stick around, and the ones that were there for the game or only there for temporary will dip off. And the ones that are there for you and be there for you are the ones you're going to want to keep around you. That's why the people that I have in my tight circle are the ones that are there for me 100% of the time. They will always tell me, hey, go take a break. Hey, like one came into, I had a stream today of the day of recording. My buddy Merckx, who I've mentioned before, I don't remember if it was this one or the last part.
I can't remember offhand.
Yeah, but he came through and said, like, hey, how are you doing? Stuff like that. He checked up on me, and then he did 4 things in my chat. He made me hydrate, which is like one of those cheap channel point things of like, make sure you took a drink of water. He said hello there, like went through like the Obi-Wan. Like I have a sound alert thing pop up through my channel points, and it was just Obi-Wan saying hello there. just like hello there. He did that, and he did a posture check. So he made sure I was standing up. So he made sure that I was good. He made sure that I was doing good. And we talked back and forth, and he's like my ride or die best friend as well. And I wouldn't trade him for the fucking world type shit. Just be yourself as well. That's the big one. Like, I know I've rambled on for like maybe 5 minutes about other stuff.
Hey, take your time, man.
But the main big thing that I love to push, like, and say to people, and I'll push it upon you guys if you're in that situation that was described of just you're in a block or you wanting to start off, just be yourself. Do not fall into being one of these carbon copies of everybody, whether it be, oh, I'm going to be a copy of Tim the Tatman, or I'm going to be a copy of Nick Merckx, or ex-creators, stuff like that, etc. Be you, because you will attract the people that will want to be around you, and they will want to stick around you rather than what you portray yourself as. Don't have that second face personality kind of thing, because eventually you will get tired of it. The real you will show, and those people will leave. So just being you is the best advice I can give to a content creator that's just setting out, or just in that rut of just like, what the fuck do I do?
So pretty much just be yourself, do the breaks that you need to do. Don't be afraid to take a break, and honestly, just have fun with it. Honestly, is pretty much what I'm getting.
Yeah, have fun, be you, and don't be afraid to take the break. And honestly, and don't be afraid to talk to other people too. Don't think you have to be this secluded person. Talk to other people, collab with other people. And if you do make it to the point of where you're big, don't forget to interact with the quote unquote small guys. Because you can help them out, and you could help them through the point of where you are or where you were, and teach them the stuff that you know, so that way they excel, and vice versa, and just keep going.
Right, exactly. Because you never know where it might actually lead you down. It could lead you into a good path. You just never know. So
exactly.
So with that, honestly, man, loved it, all of it. This was.
I tried my best. I'm surprised my water isn't gone. That's all I'm saying.
Mine's gone. So, but you know what, man? Honestly, this was a fun podcast. Took 2 parts to do it. I haven't done a 2+ hour podcast in a very long time. That just shows the connectivities that we truly have.
That, and it's the same kind of vibes and personalities as well.
Exactly. So with that, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to this 2-part series with Scotty, MS Scotty, or even or Miss Scotty.
Yeah, Miss Scotty, get it right.
So,
come on, just
so
I am a dude, trust me.
So honestly, thank you guys for tuning in here. If you guys liked it, subscribe to the channel. Follow me wherever you guys are listening at. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, or even here on Spotify. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next podcast.
What? Yeah, I'm trying to do a high pitched one, but it's gonna go. Bye.